And our newest sponsor, Stream Supply Co. Got all your streaming needs, everything you can think of from keyboards, headsets, microphones, monitors, mice, and webcams, and more. Make sure you go check them out. When you use at checkout code GROCK, GROCK, you will get 5% off any purchase. So, link is in the description, and so is that code. Welcome back, everybody. And we have a new 10 things, 10 free resources. So, yeah, we all know that RPGs, they tend to suck our money. Money gets taken a lot. Um, but there are some free resources out there to allow you to actually, go through, get a lot of your stuff and whatnot. So we're going to actually look at this. This is once again by Victor Coble. This is put out on November 27th of 2021. Link to the article will be in the description. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let's see. The official website has tons of free resources. This is correct. So the official D&D website does include a lot of free resources, character sheets, not only for fifth ed, but even going all the way back. So make sure that, if you're looking for like character sheets or other free resources, stuff like that, that's a good place to go get them. They also do have a newsletter here that releases little snippets that are free for public access. This is one I actually really enjoy. Donjons. It's a dungeon. Uh, Dungeon Master's best friend here. I love this resource because there's a lot of different generators on this website, from uh, treasure generators, even like things like this, a map generator. Uh, and it works across multiple editions. So, and even for the OSR stuff, these are really generic generations that, if you're looking for something that you don't want to sit down and actually have to hand plot out, this is an amazing resource. um, D20 has some free options. I will agree with that, but the thing is with D20 or Roll20, with any of their systems that they have on there, is that they do tend to want to nickel and dime you, try to get as much as they can out of you. Um, it is good for rolling dice, etc. Hero Forge is another generator here for custom miniatures. Um, you know, However, there's no paywall. Use a general generator to make characters. In fact, there's even built-in screenshot options, and the ability to download and render for free. So that is something I'm going to assume, because I have not used Hero Forge with the custom miniatures. I think that is also for 3D printing. So that may be a nice little place to go also. Yeah, DM's Guild has a bunch of free adventures, not only for fifth ed, but even going back. They've got a bunch of free stuff on there. Definitely make sure you check it out. This is one I've actually used, the Fantasy Name Generator. Uh, it'll help you come up with names, people, places. Yeah. Not everyone wants to have characters totally normal names, and sometimes the world would really benefit from better sounding names than the material plane. Fantasy name generators can also help give awesome names, characters, places, and things that would sound, like fantasy. And that's the biggest thing that I love about it. Easy to pronounce and spell. I'm going to admit I am not the best speller, and this definitely does help. Uh, it does take some real world examples, and this does have a lot of stuff. D&D Sage Advice answers questions and provides one-page dungeons. I've not used this one either, but I've heard some good things about it. So D&D Sage Advice is unique. It has active space where community questions get answered. If there is confusing or a really messed up rule, someone will either work who worked on the game or has extensive experience with it can help answer it. And I think they also do kind of go out into other RPGs, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so. Um, it also is a gold mine for quick one shots, plot hooks, finding maps, and collecting NPCs. Which, once again, as a DM, this is going to do nothing but save you time. Because if you have a place where you can go and go, oh, look at all these NPCs, mine, you're golden. You're good to go. Uh, DM Lair is full of free resources. So the DM Lair is a website, free resources for all sorts of dungeon masters to help all sorts of dungeon masters get going. They also do have a Patreon. By the way, speaking of Patreons, don't forget my Patreon is down below. So if you're enjoying the content, once you go in there and you'll get your name at the end of every video as long as you subscribe to my Patreon. Shameless plug. But none of these are required to appreciate the website. Number two, random is perfect random rolls. I have an issue with random roll generators because I'm sorry, it is not truly random. There are algorithms and stuff like that in the background that run. This is not always a random, but uh, you know, there's a few generators for generic number generators to roll dice, coin flip, card shuffle, randoms. A great resource when dice are absent, short, or just a little too weighted. That's a lie. I will always take my shiny click clock math rocks. Give me my shiny click clock math rocks. Not to mention tools to make great alternatives to other online number generators. Grazi has fantastic maps and generators. This is another one I have heard about. This winds up being number one. Grazi is an amazing site full of different kinds of map generators can be used in almost any TTRPG. There are tons of options and styles to choose from and really make something awesome for the session. Grazi's also has a whole ton of free to use already generated maps and content. This will save you on mapping out your own dungeon, especially if you're doing stuff. It's really simple and niche, but definitely gets the job done as well. So once again, don't forget to you saw at the beginning of the video our sponsor. Make sure you go check them out. Make sure you put in that GROC as your checkout code, and you'll get 5% off. Also, don't forget down below that I do have my beautiful, amazing Redbubble store. You can go down, purchase something for yourself. It's got a little bit of everything in there with everybody. And with that, folks, once again, I'd like to thank you for taking a little bit of time out of your life to watch me talk about something that I love. And I'll catch you next time.